Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to an earlier than normal crypto warehouse. I'm going to try and make some videos today, so I wanted to get the show started an hour earlier so we can go through it, and gives me a bit of time before it gets too hot this afternoon do the show. So welcome back. If you are new to Crypto Warehouse, let me introduce us. I am Mike. We also have another gentleman called Hollywood or Brogan, who will be streaming with me tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. We do stream normally every day. I did hurt my back on Saturday, so I missed Sunday and Tuesday's show, but I am back today with quite a packed show. We have a few days a week where not a lot happens, except today we've got an awful lot to cover. Where do we begin? We've got the grayscale news and why the markets have pumped and what I think is going to happen moving forward. We've got some news about Binance, which we talked about last week, and I said not everything is black and white. Well, this is the reason why I think the changes were made last week. We have some news about Bitboy crypto as well, which we're going to go through, and some of my thoughts about that. Then we're going to look at some virtual reality stuff and sci, however you want to call it, and then we have our quiz. So we have a packed show. A few things that we need to do in our socials before we get onto that is, please, if you've just joined us for the very first time, number one, we are real people. Number two, this is not a pre-recorded stream. It is 10:02 Central European Time, 9:02 AM in the UK. Number three, please follow us on Binance. It's very important. We're trying to get our numbers up. Thirdly, or fourthly, whichever one I am up to now, we are also on the YouTubes over here, and we've just ticked up to 1.37k subscribers. As you can see on here, we also stream on YouTube as well as on Binance. We do make videos. We haven't made videos for a few weeks. It's just simply been too hot, but we do make videos. We make videos about scams, we make videos about meme coins, we make videos about what's happening in the news. So make sure after the show to go over and give us a follow. I'll leave that one there. And then what most people want is, of course, the quiz at the end. The quiz is normally about 25 to 30 minutes at the end of the show, where I ask you a series of questions and you win a little bit of crypto if you are watching us on Binance. If you're watching us on YouTube and you want to take part, click the link below on the stream and it will take you to Binance, where you can come over and find us. Good morning, Toybox. Good morning, Ismail. Who else is here this morning? Binance user, Abhishek. Good morning to you all. I have probably caught a lot of people by surprise by going live an hour early today. I do apologise. As I said, I'm going to try and do a few more videos today. So to do that, I needed that extra hour to get going. Now, the markets, we're going to kind of cover in the news, but we'll have a quick look anyway, because I think we've fallen down. I said in one of our Telegram channels this morning and last night, we needed to hold above 27,700 on Bitcoin, and that was to keep us in with a chance of moving on to the next leg. There is not a lot between here and 32,000. However, we didn't stay above 27,700. So my prediction of 20,000 is still on the cards. So we'll have to wait and see. We might get another pump this afternoon, but if you look, we have retraced. We didn't hold. We didn't hold above 27.7. I'm not sure how long, excuse me, I don't know how long we spent above 27.7. We bounced off it at 2:40 this morning and we've come down. So we only actually held that for, what's that? A few hours, and we've lost it again. So my prediction is that we're going to come crashing down to earth. The volume is of course up massively, as you would expect for this kind of market. Bitcoin dominance, ETH dominance hasn't really changed. Way is still very, very low. Market cap is up obviously considerably. Most important thing there is you stay above $1 trillion. So there's going to be an awful lot of gainers on green days like this. So as you can see, Stacks is always at the top or the bottom. Bitcoin Cash is up. Toncoin. Any major losers? Not really. Not really. Like I say, when it's a really bad day, stable coins tend to be in the top 10 gainers for the day. When we're having a very, very good day, stable coins tend to stay in the bottom. Now tomorrow on the stream with Brogan, we're going to go over stablecoin dominance, which is something you may or may not have heard of. And stablecoin dominance is a really good indicator to see how the markets are doing. I'm not going to go into it too much, but the higher the dominance of stablecoins, the more people are moving their money out of crypto and into stablecoins. It's very simple and it's very self-explanatory, but it's not something people look at quite a lot. You can watch this to look for trends. You can see what's happening in the market. If you see a sudden rush of stablecoins coming into the market, new stablecoins, then that's normally a signal there's about to be a lot of buying pressure. If you see stablecoin dominance drop with the market, that's money leaving the market. So we're going to go over it all tomorrow. We don't need to discuss that now. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the daily news, and then I'm going to spend some time on this, because this is something that I have my own opinions on. I've been fairly active on Twitter about this, but I'm going to leave this until after the main news, because a lot of people might not know who he is or what's going on. We're going to go through that later on. So first of all, the big news. Now, this is good news, but it's not. We've won the we've won the battle, but the war rages on against the SEC. So Grayscale have not won the right to convert themselves to an ETF. Let's get this over and done with. The euphoria that we have seen in the markets in the last 16 hours, 12 hours, are not down to Grayscale becoming the first Bitcoin ETF. Grayscale have sued the SEC because the SEC keep rejecting the application. The court have agreed with Grayscale that the case should be looked at. So it's not an ETF. Excuse me. The decision was a slaughterfest of the SEC arguments, Adam Cochran said. This changes everything, time to pay attention again, Miles Dosher chimed in. The initial enthusiasm was tempered by the understanding that the decision was limited in its scope and the SEC has options for its next steps. Grayscale released a statement in which Craig Salm said, "We appreciate that the DC Circuit's opinion acknowledged that this case presented a straightforward question about equal treatment under law. This is what we've also said on this channel many, many times in the past, and that is the SEC, especially Gary Gensler, he is not applying the law of the land fairly, and he is he is using the letter of the law against crypto companies whilst allowing traditional finance companies to slip under the radar. There are other people within the SEC who do not agree with Gary Gensler's approach. And one of them, I think she's called Hester, and they call her the SEC mother or the mother of crypto, I can't remember which. And she made a very valid point about a case recently with an NFT that was sued, and she said that we do not prosecute people that sell watches based on the value of the watch going up in the future, as and when the brand becomes more and more popular. So why are we suing NFT projects when they have launched? And that was her case that she put out there just after the court case had finished. So there is disharmony within the SEC, which is what we want to see. Gary Gensler and the team are discussing how this can be made into a political win, with Gensler graciously accepting defeat. Or talk about how these three judges got it wrong, John Deaton asked. John Deaton is, of course, XRP. So Jake said, it's very rare for a federal circuit court to find an agency has violated the APA by acting arbitrarily and capriciously. DC Circuit just delivered a huge embarrassment to the SEC, but the ETF isn't approved yet. This every single time. Others were less optimistic. So far, every time they lose in court, they just shamelessly say the judge got it wrong and pursue more shenanigans. Live view of Garby. We don't need to watch these memes. So, everyone welcomes big money to the table, for better or worse, he said of the Grayscale win. Now, so let's put this into perspective. The XRP victory was massive. The XRP victory was cut and dry. XRP is not a security when sold on secondary exchanges. That is a huge win. This is not a huge win. This win allows Grayscale to argue its case on a level playing field. That's where we're at. Have the markets overreacted? I think so. I think they have overreacted. However, I believe on Friday this week, the BlackRock ETF decision is going to be made. And I'm fairly certain no ETF is going to be approved before January next year, February next year. I'm fairly certain. Based on history, based on previous applications, based on everything to do with the SEC, they're not going to approve the ETF. Lots of people on crypto Twitter are now saying that they're 99% certain that the ETFs are going to be approved. I expect them all to be delayed, and I am expecting the SEC to come out with yet another fine print excuse for delaying them. That, in my opinion, will cause the markets to come back down, maybe to where we were at before yesterday's news. So it is good news, but it really isn't worthy of an 7% pump, 8% pump in Bitcoin, in my opinion. Now then, we have some great news from Binance, and again, Mystic Fitzgerald got it right again. We said a few weeks ago, why were Binance pulling out of a deal with MasterCard in Latin America? And I said at the time, nothing is black and white. Everything in crypto especially has various shades of grey, and this is a perfect example. We said that this could be a political move. We said this could be a strategic move by Binance. This could be a move by MasterCard wanting to get rid of a competitor in Latin America. And now we have the reason. Binance launches crypto-to-bank account payment product in Latin America. The Send Cash product will facilitate crypto payments from 9 countries to bank accounts based in Argentina and Colombia. So, this is potentially the move that Binance are trying to make. So they're trying to possibly circumvent the Visa and MasterCard of this world. So Send Cash product allows users from 9 countries to transfer crypto funds directly to bank accounts, and it's available in several countries including Argentina and Mexico. Users from these countries will be able to send money via Binance Pay to recipients with bank accounts in Colombia and Argentina. Send Cash, instant, low fees. So this could be the move where Binance are taking a step around Visa and MasterCard. Binance highlighted the challenges in Latin America, citing the World Bank study saying 42% of adults lack access to a bank account. Crypto is often used for remittances in the region, and adoption is increasing as rampant inflation is still going on in many LATAM countries. Argentina has the 4th highest rate of inflation, however, it hasn't been smooth sailing. Also, I would like to point out this has been announced almost a week to the day after they were ending the debit card services in the region. So, funnily enough, Binance and Coinbase were both sued the week before the SEC. Were both sued by the SEC the week before other news came out in America. So it's all staged, I would say. I wouldn't say any of this was by luck. I think a lot of these things happen because of decisions made higher up the chain, behind the scenes, that are going to try and move Binance closer to the banks rather than closer to the credit card companies. So great news for Binance, and also great news for Latin America. So now we move on to our good friend Elon Musk, who is taking another step towards creating the One app, or the We app, or whatever we decide we're going to call it. Just let me restart my app and drop a box, because everything seems to have frozen yet again. Good morning to Web3 Superstar over on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Go back into the app and drop a box before we go any further. We are in. We're working. Right. 1 second to drop the box. Go. Right. Done and done. So for those of you wondering what I'm doing, I am dropping a box. For those of you that are on Binance, if you're watching on YouTube, you can head over to Binance and watch us there and get the free crypto that we drop during the stream. Not a lot, but it keeps people awake. That's probably the nicest way to put it. Okay, so this is bigger news, in my opinion, than the SEC defeat yesterday. The SEC defeat yesterday was, I mean, it was a nothing burger. The markets have reacted very favourably to it, whereas this is huge news, especially for Doge. So last Friday, I was invited onto a show, and we all had to pick a winner for the next few months, and I picked Dogecoin. Very simply, I think he's already admitted that he's not going to create Xcoin. And he said this was a Doge-friendly platform. So if that's not a hint to buy Doge, I don't know what is. So my opinion is that now he has this license and he's working on his payments app, Doge is going to be integrated as a tips, as a payments, as a currency, whatever you want to call it, for X. I expect Doge potentially to get somewhere near 20 cents in the near future. That's not hopium, that's only really a 3x from where we are. Look at what the potential is on Twitter for Dogecoin. It's absolutely massive. And as you'll know if you've watched me before, I'm not one to make outlandish statements, like Bitcoin to $1 million or XRP to $689. I expect Doge to pump, and I expect it to pump massively. So X has successfully secured the necessary authorization to function as a payments hub in the US. So this is incredible news. Allows crypto to be sent and received by everybody who has a crypto wallet. This is great news. So they've given them what's called a CTL, which is a currency transmitter license. It ensures that these businesses comply with relevant regulations and adhere to anti-money laundering AML and KYC procedures to prevent illicit financial activities. Now, again, I don't know if you remember, some weeks ago, Twitter introduced KYC to the platform, where if you wanted to get certain statuses within the platform, you had to do things like your passport. I think your address was also checked. That's just a precursor to this. There's 450 million people on X, of which this will probably directly affect about a third of them immediately. So we know about Elon Musk's connection to Doge. We don't need to read too much about that. Just making sure I have enough time. I do, I think. The Rhode Island license is more than simply a legal requirement from the state. It's a tactical decision that fits in with Elon Musk and Twitter X's overarching goals. Given the regulatory scrutiny that usually follows such projects, the approval may also serve as a template for other social media organizations thinking about entering the crypto market. That's not going to happen. It won't happen on Facebook, and it won't happen on Instagram. I believe that Telegram looked at this in the past. Who else is there? You've got Facebook, TikTok, potentially TikTok, but what would TikTok offer given its connections to China? I'm not too sure. I don't know whether it will act as a template for other social media organizations. I would say it might act as a template for tipping people. So you can tip people via your Twitter account rather than via cash or whatever it might be. So I think this is a great move. I think this is more bullish than Grayscale. The reason it's more bullish is its adoption. Its adoption and utility and usage, all of the things you want with crypto. We want crypto to become a household name without people knowing what it is. The same way the internet is a household name without people really knowing what it is. So good news for Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and good news for Elon Musk. Right, let me move on. Now, this is something which I ummed and ahed about putting into the stream, because this isn't directly connected to crypto. It's not directly connected to the movement of Doge or the movement of Bitcoin. But I think what's happened shouldn't be ignored. So for those of you that don't know, this gentleman on your screen is a chap called Ben Armstrong, and he runs a company called Bitboy Crypto and Hit Network. Now he is like Marmite. You either absolutely detest him or you love him. There's no real in between with Ben Armstrong. People accuse him of having too much hopium, shilling cryptocurrencies which went to zero or lost 99% of the value. Whatever you think of him is fine, but what's just happened to him isn't fine. And I'll go through the article and I'll go through what I've been saying on Twitter. So BJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network and Bitboy Crypto, removed crypto personality and YouTuber Ben Armstrong from the company this week, claiming Armstrong was suffering from this and alleged he had caused emotional, physical and financial damage. Tonight, Armstrong said the conflict is far from over. This difficult decision is a culmination of a prolonged effort to help Ben during his relapse into this, as well as reconcile the emotional, physical damage to the employees of Hit Network and the Bitboy crypto community. Responding to the allegations published yesterday, he announced that... he published a document showing they were all negative. That actually bring it up. Hopefully it will bring it up. There we go. So I'm not going to read any of this out because we are also streaming on Twitter and on YouTube, and we don't want to be banned. So they are the negative results. I'm withholding making any statements right now, but in a group voice call in the Bencoin Discord server on Tuesday, he shared his thoughts on the current situation. I have not relapsed. It is a lie. Justin Williams and TJ have cooked this plot up because I take diet pills. I take this. Anyone can look this up. Everybody knows. My wife knows. Got a valid prescription. We're not going to read some of this out because certain words are not allowed. Dubbed all of the behaviour diabolical and insane. A high-level employee familiar with the matter told Decrypt the company is not alleging this, but is consuming this. I can't read a lot of this out. So basically they have accused him of several things, which personally, having interacted with and watched him and seen his videos, seen his posts, what I would say is that timing of all of this smells of a coup. So Ben was out of the country and landed the day that they issued this statement. They then made several accusations against him. Number one, clearly, is not true. He's been tested negative. Number two, they didn't speak to him about it. Therefore, it's a power move. And number three, and this is the one that hits home, is that he's been talking about moving his platform and his company to Dubai. The reason they've done this is because DJ and Justin have both started new families. They have new children. Moving this company to Dubai under Ben removes their authority and power from the company. So this is a power move. It has nothing to do with what they've alleged. In addition to this, Ben owns 66% of all of the companies. So whoever has advised them to do this has got it wrong. And finally, and the most important thing, the reason that I've included this, because as I say, I ummed and ahed about this, is because this directly impacts on crypto. When the biggest crypto influencer in the market is accused of these things and they stick, it is a perfect opportunity for traditional press to pick up on these things and go after crypto and accuse it of being several things. And it's really bad for crypto when the biggest voice in crypto is accused of things. it doesn't now matter if he's innocent, which obviously he's proven he is. What matters is that he is now being accused, and it will stick. So all I would say is that if you see these kind of rumours, as I've shown you through the results, it's all now rumour, conjecture, and in my opinion it's a power move. So I'll probably make a video about this because it's something I think is quite important. You can't defame somebody, especially when they've got a history of it. You can't defame them publicly on their own channel and think you're going to get away with it. And it's not on, and it's just bang out of order. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Now we're going to move on to something more lighter. We've still got 15 minutes left. We've got plenty of time to get through this. Good morning, Chevon. Morning, everybody. For that person who's just asked for a crypto box, it's literally just finished. If you're going to come in here and do nothing but ask for a crypto box, go and watch a different channel, because that's not what we're about. We're a proper channel. We don't do AFK streams. We don't stream Batman. We don't stream Fortnite. We stream the news. You can talk to me. You can ask me questions. You can ask me about coins. You can ask me about the news. Don't walk in here and ask for a box, because we are not that kind of channel. Thank you, Chevon. Let's move on now. I will drop a box after this article. I will drop a box, however. So what we are going to do, however, there is some news. We're probably going to replace the last two articles of the daily show with the metaverse and the NFT stuff. We might combine. NFTs are really going through a crater, and there's not a lot to cover on them. And the metaverse was so far away from the metaverse being something of value that, again, I think what we'll do is we'll try and find a different segment for the end of the show that won't involve metaverse and NFT news, unless something major happens, of course. So let me update the menu. There we go. Right. Virtual reality is changing the way we watch and participate in sports. The metaverse in sports is rapidly transforming the world of sports, offering new opportunities for fans to engage with their favourite sports and teams. Let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got virtual stadiums. Yeah, where you can watch live sports in real time with a 360-degree view of the action. This allows fans to feel like they're actually at the game, even if they are thousands of miles away. The tech enables fans to interact with each other and the players, creating a more social and engaging experience. I think this is the future. Everything else, but for me, this is the future. Being able to watch a game of football. I think I said last June, you could end up with a football team playing in a 2,000-seater stadium with 500,000 people watching the match. So where you've got your Bernabeu or your Old Trafford or your San Siro stadiums with 70, 80, 90,000 people, you could have a team like, I don't know, Wrexham, for example. They have a capacity of about 10,000. You could have Wrexham being watched by 150,000 people a game. I don't know if you remember, you're all probably a lot younger than I am. The music charts used to be based on sales of records. Then they were based on sales of CDs, physical goods. Now they're based also on streams and downloads and everything else. The way that we view football matches at the minute is how many people are physically in your ground. Now, there is going to be a time, maybe 5, 6, 10 years in the future, where your attendance is based on how many people are watching your match in the metaverse as well as the stadium. So you might end up with Man United being watched by 5 million people a game, Wrexham, 500,000 people a game. Real Madrid, 10 million people a game. So we are not that far away from this, by the way. I've seen the technology. All it needs to do is to be rolled out. The cameras already are available. So we're there, if you know what I mean. So virtual stadiums for me are the big one. That also goes for music, concerts, rallies, political rallies, anything that involves a large group of people needing to attend can all be done in a virtual stadium. Esports, I'm not a huge fan of esports. I understand the hype. I understand people watching League of Legends, Warcraft, Call of Duty, Fortnite. I understand all of that. It's just not for me. Not my cup of tea. Again, player training and development is it's important. I'm not too sure whether it's that important. Fan engagement, again, not for me. It's just a glorified website. If you want to meet your hero, you want to meet them in person. You don't want to put a headset on and talk to them. It doesn't really work like that. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think the metaverse, in certain instances, is around the corner. In other instances, we're still 10 years away. As far as being able to attend these live events, I think once Netflix and Amazon and Disney and Apple, once they jump into this with the ability to stream a Taylor Swift concert or stream American baseball matches in the metaverse, and they can see how to make money out of it, then this is going to be one of those things where the light just gets switched on and then we forget what happened before the match. So as far as I'm concerned, huge news, huge possibilities for revenue for the clubs, huge opportunities for fans around the world to feel like they're at the matches, and for me, the reason why the metaverse exists is to allow people to attend events when they are thousands of miles away. So for me, great news. And then finally, so now this coin came out of nowhere and has had huge volume in the last few weeks. I believe for those of you on Binance that have BNB in the vault, this has been the mining reward along with another coin called Cypher over the last few days. Thank you. Is your project for English-speaking countries only, or do you? I only speak in English on this channel. I don't think many people out there, many of the people out there are Danish, so they won't understand me if I speak in Danish. The VIP Crypto Club that we have is written in English, but it's a website, so you can always convert that into whatever language you want. Chevon, I'm staking some DOT. What do you think about the project? So, I can't go into too much about this, but Gavin Wood, who is the founder of Polkadot, he was at Ethereum with Charles and Vitalik Buterin. Charles obviously went off to create Cardano Foundation and OHAK, whatever it's called, and Gavin Wood created Polkadot. With regards to the technology, I had a small bag of Polkadot staked in Celsius. So at some point that's going to be sold off to Ethereum and I'll get whatever I get back from that. So as a project, I am a fan. Has our menu disappeared? Our menu's vanished. That's Crypto God's getting me back. So as a project, I like it. As a person, I'm not a huge fan of Gavin Wood. And I'm not going to go into the reasons why. But if you type in Google Gavin Wood controversy, you will see what I'm talking about. So from that point of view, I cannot recommend a project where the founder is so wrong morally. I think that's about the only way I can say it. So technology wise, I like it, but I don't like him. I don't like what he's done. So that's where I'll leave that. Yeah. So I can't really say much more than that about it. I hope that answers your question, Chevon. It's a good project. It makes sense what it's doing, but he is not a nice individual. In an unexpected twist that has sent ripples through the blockchain sphere, the C network, a prominent layer 1 blockchain protocol, finds itself at a crossroads as it grapples with the departure of foundational decentralized applications, raising concerns about its future prospects. The latest blow comes in the form of Bluemove, a multi-chain NFT market acclaimed for its innovative use of the Move language, making the tough call to sever its ties with the protocol. Ow. Now, I'm sure Say's not been out that long. The reason is to do with the lackluster transaction volume that has characterized the protocol since its mainnet launch just earlier this month. I mean, if you launch a layer 1, you cannot expect volume within days. It's like Sui. Sui was launched this year, the Sui network. We covered that on Saturday. That's still building out. You have to give a blockchain 2 years minimum to build itself out, build its dApps, build its communities, build its NFT community, build its DeFi community. You can't expect it to take off from day one. There are liquidity problems, I will give you that with a new chain, but you can't expect a new chain from day one to be a massive success. So I don't know whether this is the whole story about them leaving. The reverberations of Bluemove's exit from the Say network have reverberated widely, compelling the NFT market to release an advisory that exhorts its user base to expeditiously withdraw all their NFT assets from the network. Wow. The relationship between dApps and their underlying blockchain infrastructure is symbiotic, with the success of each interlinked with each other. No, I don't agree with that statement whatsoever, because you can have a dApp sitting on multiple blockchains. You can have NFT platforms sitting on multiple chains. So for example, Magic Eden sits on Polygon, sits on Ethereum, and sits on Solana. OpenSea is the same, it has multiple chains. It's not symbiotic at all. Blockchain protocols are not merely technological constructs, they are ecosystems that thrive on participation, adoption, and transactional activity. It's only been going a few weeks. All I would say about this is very simply, if you're going to invest into a brand new blockchain, if you're going to buy Say tokens or Sui tokens, you're buying them in the knowledge that that token may not move for 2 years. That's how I would view it. If you look at Ethereum, if you bought Ethereum, you could pick up Ethereum at what, $2-3? And it sat at $30, $40, $50, $60, $70 for a long time. And now we're at $1,700 because it's been adopted. Now, there isn't a future for 500 layer ones on the other side of that case. There is going to be a future for industry-specific blockchains, for example, where some blockchains focus on solving different world problems. If you take Cardano, for example, that's looking heavily at education and healthcare. If you look at Ethereum, that's looking at trying to become the computer of the internet. If you look at Bitcoin, that's store of value, for example. So each blockchain has its own key elements. Any blockchain that loses focus and wants to do everything for everybody immediately on day one, that's going to struggle because it needs to build communities out, and if it spreads itself too thin, it could fail. So my argument would be to look at these blockchains and look at what their strategy is going to be. So if you look at Sui, for example, those people behind it are very, very bright. They are all ex-Meta people. If you look at the investment they've had, $300 or $400 million, they have the cash. They're building a very quick blockchain. It's not going to solve the triumvirate problem, whichever one it is, which is speed, security, and decentralization. Everybody's always going to fall foul of that. But they have a future if they stick to their plan. Same as Cardano. Look at XRP. I could name 5 or 6 chains, and you would immediately think of what they are involved with. XRP is banking as well, for example. So Say needs to find its place in the world, rather than just trying to be all things to all men. Right, so before we begin, we are going to move on to the quiz. The menu has completely vanished, and I don't know why. Let me just refresh that and watch as the menu vanishes off the screen. Oh no, the menu has returned. Look at that. That's the power of me. Somehow I have managed to fix the menu. Okay. So, the quiz. Actually, before we get to the quiz, very quickly, before I forget, I haven't been doing this for ages, by the way. I do apologise. The VIP Crypto Club is free to join. I believe we've still got space. I need to speak to Brogan about that. But if you want free crypto, if you want to be entered into competitions without having to fill out arduous forms all the time, join the VIP Crypto Club. I'm going to drop the link into chat now before I start the quiz. When it works. Here we go. Look at that. As if by magic. Oh. Magic. Okay, so that is the link to our VIP Crypto Club. And this is the link to our Telegram group. So if you want to join for free, just sign up there, sign up on our Telegram group if you've got questions. I'm not going to push this too much today because we want to get on with the quiz. We are running out of time. So I'm going to ask 8 or 10 questions. You're going to have the chance to win crypto. Remember, the crypto that we give you is never going to make you rich. It's just a thank you for participating in the quiz. And yes, we are a bit early today. We're an hour early because I want to do some recording, some video recording. So if you've never done these quizzes before, very simply, I'm going to ask you some questions. You need to put the answers in the box below, the chat box that is. The answers are all lowercase. So do not put a capital letter in, do not put it in uppercase, they all have to be in lowercase. If you put an uppercase answer, you won't win. Lots of people say, I haven't won my box, you didn't give me anything, you're cheating me, whatever it is that I get accused of on a daily basis. No, we're not. If you don't listen to the rules and you don't put the answer in lowercase, you're not going to win. It is not my decision. The answers are case sensitive. That's just how the app works on Binance. So, for example, if I say to you, what is the surname of the owner of X and Tesla? You would put Musk, M-U-S-K, in lowercase. If you type Elon Musk, E-Musk, capital letters Musk, you won't win it. You would have to put lowercase M-U-S-K. So that's very simply how it works. The first question And these questions today are going to be related to, some of them are going to be to do with the news. So if you've been listening, you're going to get them right. First question then, what is the first name of Bitboy Crypto? What is the first name of Bitboy Crypto? It's only 3 letters and you have to enter it in lowercase. It is not Satoshi Nakamoto. It is not CZ. It is not BNB. It is not Bitcoin. It is not Bitboy. It is not Kashif. Remember, the answer has to be lowercase. If you put uppercase Ben, or if you type Ben Armstrong, you won't win. Congratulations, 46 of you got the first question right. That's actually really decent. First question of the day. Adil, congratulations. I haven't seen you in here. Addy, congratulations. Coinverse, MaxCat, well done. McGregor, I hope you are the one and only Connor. Free Crypto Fawcett, Elian, congratulations. Kevin, love this guy's name, Kevin Skywalker. I love that name. 46 of you got that right. Well done. Abdullah, I am not going to drop a box during the quiz. Are you high? Next question is, I want you to give me some ticker names now. And the ticker name is the 3-letter name, or 4-letter name, or 5-letter name of the token. So if I said to you, what is the ticker name of Bitcoin? You would put BTC. If I said, what's the ticker name of Ethereum? You'd put ETH. Very simple. So the first question is, what is the ticker name of Polygon? So what is the name of the coin on the Polygon network? It's 5 characters long. All you have to do is type that in and you will have won. The answer to the first question, what is the first name of Bitboy Crypto? He is, of course, called Ben. Ben Armstrong is his full name, and he's the chap that's been, all the controversy's been surrounding him in the last 72 hours. He's been accused of some really heinous things, which I think are disgusting, and I think it's out of order, but I'm not going to go on about that. Well done. You are all correct. And of course, as always, it's disappeared. I can't tell you who has got that right and who hasn't got that right. The answer was, of course, Matic. M-A-T-I-C. Matic is the token name of the Polygon network. Well done, everybody. Next question. Now this is a bit of a trick question, to be fair. So what you need to do is you need to look out for a certain Adil in chat. Adil will tell you what the answer to this. This is Adil's question, by the way. Adil would come into chat. We've actually changed his name on Telegram. We've got a nickname for him. Actually, that's some news, Adil, which I'll tell you after this question. Okay, what is the ticker name of Build and Build? It's a 3-letter name, and I will be honest with you, I did not know this until Saturday. This took me by surprise. You are welcome, Toybox. Toybox 1975. You're a year younger than me. That makes us both old. Remember, the answer has to be in lower case. If you put the answer in uppercase, you will not win. Lots and lots of correct answers. Best coin name. Thought you'd like that, Adil. So Adil, I was talking to Brogan last night about the members area, and we've had an idea. And what we're going to do is we're going to have nicknames for people that we bestow upon people. So we've got Jimmy 2 coins instead of Jimmy Cianos, and you're going to be called BNB Ill or BN Bill, whichever one we describe to call you. And of course, Fake Tech is going to be called the Watcher. So when you log in and you keep changing your name, it won't matter because you're always going to be on the system as the Watcher or BN Bill. So there you go. There's a little bit of insider gossip. The answer was, of course, BNB. I can't see who has won because it's vanished off my screen again. You are welcome, Sonia. Remember, something else I don't tell you to do often enough. If you like the quiz, if you like free crypto, and if you get the questions right, don't forget to smash the like button on the channel. It helps our metrics, our numbers, those kind of things. So make sure to do that as you play along. So the last ticker question is, what is the ticker name of Tron? So I've only managed to see one list so far of winners. Every time else, it's just completely disappeared off my screen. So I've not been able to see who's won. What is the ticker name of Tron? So the answer to the last question of what was the ticker name of Build and Build, it was BNB. I had no idea, but BNB is the correct answer. Remember to join our Telegram group. I think there's about 180 of us in there. Join our Telegram group. We have Binance boxes. We have airdrops. We have a trading channel where we look at coins and we try and work out where they're going to go. We have a chat room. It's a good laugh. Anybody that gets out of line, we kick them anyway, so the group's well maintained. So make sure you join our Telegram group. They're a nice group of people in there. Adi, Vida, Nadira, Miriam, Sonia, congratulations. Catalina, Gelmore, Devon, well done. Congratulations. You are welcome, Sonia. It's nice to see you this morning. Oh, yeah, it's actually this morning where I am now. So if you want to know how to join the Crypto Club, I've just realised we've got the 2 links streaming across the bottom of the screen. So if you do want to join, the links are on the screen. I didn't realise that until now. So Miriam, thank you. Next question. Done exceptionally well for time today. So the next question is fairly easy. Is Ethereum proof of stake or proof of work? Just have to type POS or POW into chat. POW is proof of work, POS is proof of stake. Remember, the answers have to be in lowercase, or you will not win. Web3 superstars woken up. Yep, you are correct. "13 seconds left." Of course, the answer is POS. It's proof of stake. It switched at the end of last year, beginning of this year it switched, end of last year I think it switched, last November it switched. Went through the Shanghai upgrade, there's plenty of more upgrades to come, the sharding is going to happen. Don't forget, Ethereum is now deflationary, and it's deflationary in a bear market. So it's going to become incredibly deflationary, hopefully in about a year and a half's time when we start to really get into the bull market. Zohaib, Fares, well done. Javisha, Mohammed, Siddiq, well done. Adil, who else has got? Priyana, well done. Congratulations, Sonia, Donny, well done. Blockchain_1, and anybody else that keeps asking, it takes an eternity to type these quiz questions in. So the second a quiz question finishes, don't type next quiz question. I'm going to ask a question. Just have a bit of patience. I'm getting there. As I said, it takes time. It's not quick. It's not automated. And it certainly isn't easy. Okay, next question. So you've just told me that Ethereum is proof of stake. Is Bitcoin proof of work or proof of stake? All you have to do is answer that question in chat. You will have gone. Binance user F8, good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much. I am a beginner. Please gift. Don't come in here asking for gifts. If you want gifts, go somewhere else. I'm not interested. Don't ask for BNB. Don't ask for Bitcoin. Don't ask for Ethereum. Don't get the begging bowl out. I'm very sorry about your cat. I'm very sorry about your dog. But in the middle of a quiz, I'm not interested. More than happy for you to take part in the quiz. Learn something new that you didn't learn. Happy to answer questions about coins or projects or anything else. Don't come into the chat and talk like that. At some point, we're going to have the option to ban people. And at that point, there will be the ban hammer will be swinging from side to side. You've never seen a hammer swing as hard or as wide as the ban hammer is going to be. Crikey, 97 correct answers to that one. Where's everyone come from? Blockchain 1. See, there you go. You won some crypto. Miriam Live, well done. Chronicle Le Crypto, Chevron, congratulations. Crypto Truck, well done, everybody. 97. I'm gonna have to increase the number of win boxes. So before that very impatient gentleman asks me for another quiz question, I'm going to ask you one. Right. If you don't read the question, you are not going to win. I want you to name the CEO of Binance, and I want the 2-letter answer. Do not give me this gentleman's full name. I want the 2-letter answer. It's so much easier just to type in the 2 letters than it is to type in his full name. What's the CEO's name of Binance? The 2-letter answer. All you got to do. Remember, it has to be in lowercase. Who typed that? Chronicle the Crypto. CZ. Good answer. And every time I ask this question, somebody writes cuz. Now, I don't know whether that's the London Cockney cuz. But it's not the right answer. Lowercase, remember. The CEO of Binance is not proof of work. Fake, what's fake? 58. Is that right? 59? How did we get 97 people get the last question right and 59 get this one right? How is that even possible? Grip, congratulations. Adil, the monkey got you today. Adil got 0.3 SHIB. I mean, that's not even enough to buy. I don't even know what. Don't even know if you can get a grain of sand for that. Yo-yo. Praveen. Chevon, congratulations. Beryl, well done. So, am I from Lebanon? No, I'm not from Lebanon. I am not from Lebanon. Your Lambo is on the way? Yeah, so's mine. So's mine. In fact, my Lambo's in the post. It's one of those little die-cast metal things. Next question. So another thing about the SHIB awards that are given away here, they come out of my pocket. I don't get given SHIB to give you by Binance. This money is from me. It's not from anybody else. It's from me. So if you're not happy, you know where the door is. This is about education. We try and help people. We read the news out. We're not an AFK streamer. We don't stream movies. We don't stream computer games. We are here to interact with you. That's what we're here for. It's very difficult when we get so many people coming in begging and things like that. When we're trying to do it the right way, it's always the hardest path. It'd be so much easier to come in here, just put a screensaver on, and then run the stream for 4 hours and get 35,000 views. But I like to interact with people and talk to people and answer their questions. So it's not really about the SHIB we give away. It's not really about that. I have to give that away as part of the quiz. More about trying to help and answer people. Next question. So, Litecoin, which recently had its halving, is that proof of work or proof of stake? So for those of you that don't know, proof of work is where all of the miners around the world solve these complex problems and are rewarded for it by being paid for processing the blocks. Proof of stake is where you have lots and lots of validators around the world and you can stake your coins with them to help secure the network. So is Litecoin proof of work or proof of stake? Web3 Superstar is asking for hard questions and then has proceeded to not answer a single question I've asked since. I can only assume that the questions have got too difficult for him and he's had to go for another lie down. I can't believe there must have been a problem with the CZ question, because more people have got every other question right so far in the last 5 minutes than the CZ question. And so the CZ question is normally the one that gets the most correct answers. Praveen, Adil, Nadira, well done. Franjava, congratulations. Sonia, well done. Litecoin is, of course, proof of work. What's POD? Proof of... Can't think of what the D could stand for. Proof of delegation, I suppose. The beggars are everywhere, not only on Binance. I know. They're terrible. They really are. The thing is, everybody keeps telling me in Telegram to just ignore them, but I can't ignore them. I can't ignore them. They do feel empowered behind their keyboards. I know they do. I don't mind them so much if they just come in and ask once and then leave. But it's the people that just come in and spam and spam and spam and spam and spam, and then you can't get rid of them. So what I have to do is screenshot them, which I do. I screenshot them and send them to Binance, and they get their accounts deleted. That's the only saving grace. Next question. Actually, this will be... We've got 2 questions to go, and then we'll have been streaming for an hour and 15, and then I'm going to go and start recording. And this question is for Web3 Superstar over on YouTube, because I think this is his favourite person in the world. I want you to give me the surname of the owner of X and Tesla. What's his surname? Surname only. The last name. The last name only. Do not put his first name in as well. You won't win. Surname of the owner of X and Tesla. Remember, the answer has to be lowercase. "62 of you are correct. Hello, E2. How do people know my name? Where does it say my name in Binance for people to know my name? Lots of people seem to know I'm called Mike, and I don't know where that's listed. 65 correct answers, I believe. Let's have a look. Zaman, Lucky, Crypto, Fortune, Fares, Ranjafa, Asa, well done. Beryl. Who else has won? Lots and lots of names. Mohammed, well done. Unaya, congratulations. Doxed. Yeah, I know. I'm doxed. I genuinely can't see where my name is on that screen. I can't even see where my name is on... I don't know how people know my name. It's baffling. Elian, I must now just be so famous that people know me. That can only be the only way. Doxed, yeah. I do say my name on the channel, by the way. Not that I've hidden it. I'm just trying to work out how people know. I can't see anywhere on here. I mean, you've got my slightly greying, slightly hairy face there. Got a grey version of me, but I can't see where my name is. I don't know. Must be a regular. Who knows us? Right. Domino741, thank you for coming into the chat and spamming it. Greatly appreciated. Nothing better than a good spammer. Ah, Shazen, there you go. Somebody went all the way. Well, if you did go down that far, you should have no excuse to not join our Telegram group. That's all I'll say. Our Telegram details are listed, by the way. For those of you that don't know, scroll down. All of the details of all of the different ways of getting in touch with us are there. Website, Twitter, Telegram, email, YouTube. It's under every single stream. So now you've got no excuse. So if you're going to dox me or call my name, I'm happy for you to do that, but come and join us on our Telegram group. Right, next. Actually, it's the last question. It's 11:15. Right, let me give you an easy one. Nothing to do with crypto whatsoever. Let's see how many of you are actually awake. There's the question. All you need to do is give me the right answer. I can't wait to see the wrong answers to this question. I can't wait to see the wrong answers to these questions. Binance user 08, why would I give you $100? Why would I give you $100? Why would I give you $10? Elian, you're never going to get anywhere by putting the wrong answer in now, are you? Four BNBs. 11 is a good guess. Good guess. Raveen, congratulations. Adil, Jivisha, well done everybody. Nico, Tariq, congratulations to you all. You are all winners. So what I'm going to do now is drop the box at the end. So all I want you guys to do is join VIP Crypto because it's free and we'll give you crypto in our giveaways when it launches. Follow us on Binance. We are going to be streaming tomorrow at 11 o'clock from the office. Don't forget to give us a follow on YouTube. We're over there. That's pretty much it. I can't think of anything. Oh, and come and join us on Telegram. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to drop the big box now, and I will see you all in the morning with Hollywood. Brogan will be joining me tomorrow. Thank you to Adil. Thank you to Tariq. Elian, thank you. Chevon, thank you for coming into the chat. Sonia, if I've missed your name out, I do apologise. I'm just scrolling up to see who I've missed. I'm not sure. I think I've missed lots of people. I do apologise. So I'll drop the box. Toy box, of course. See you tomorrow. Take care, Adil, and have a lovely rest of your day.